Good morning, everybody. Today, we're going to see about what is the impact of Gen AI for the role of project manager and what is it we can do to stay relevant in the current age. When we say about Gen AI, there are three kinds of impacts or three dimensions in which it can impact. The first one is where you have the Gen AI tools impacting the software development lifecycle, your co-pilots of the world, for example. Second is where your entire product is being driven by AI in the sense that whatever was a manual process in the current product, it is being automated, it is being replaced using a GenAI API or a feature. So, for example, search, which took which took a lot of time to develop. Now you can reimagine and have the entire search delivered by the GenAI API. So the entire product thinking has been impacted by where you can use the AI in the product thinking. The third is your how you are doing your AI operations, your support, your resolution of ticket, finding the root cause of the bugs and all that. So that's the third area, which is in ops. Now, as a project manager, you will be impacted by all these three. The reason being that one, we may not need the same number of engineers that we require today, or at least the growth wouldn't be at the same pace. Second, given that the growth may plateau in terms of the number of people each company has, automatically it means that you don't need so many project managers. Third, it requires that the project manager is and has understanding of the AI to be able to reimagine the work and manage a new workforce and comes on the challenges that comes with it. Okay, so let's have a sort of a simplistic model of how do we view the impact. So let's say this is time and this is the amount of AI impact or adoption. So today we probably still haven't seen the explosion here, right? But we have seen a lot of conferences speaking about the Gen AI, and you might have your chief technical officer, thumping his or her, fist and saying, "Let's go for it" and all that. But still, it hasn't hit the roof yet. There will come a point, and I'm hoping that when the U.S. government, uh, re, uh, when the U.S. government is going to write all its federal software through AI and says it's successful, there is going to be a non-linear growth which is going to explode very soon. I'm hoping it's another 6 months time. You know, so this is this time that I'm thinking it's very very critical. So this is today. Here somewhere, let's say maybe here, companies are just waking up. They're having AI officers, AI leads, training their people and all that, but they haven't gone to really very very aggressive. They're just starting to be aggressive. But there will be an explosion, and then somewhere it will we'll call this point I, where you will have lot of softwares written by the AI coding assistants, and lot of the products that and systems that you currently have will have features which are entirely reimagined because of AI. And your operations, or a lot of them, your BPOs, KPOs, documentation, tickets, observability, monitoring, everything is getting replaced, or at least part of it is replaced by the ops. But there will come a system kick in, meaning that the two kinds of things, right? One is you will write so much of code that there could be a huge refactoring of the entire set of code bases because people are greedy and they tend to uh, prioritize productivity over design of the system, and hence to be competitive they might write a lot of code, and they may hit a problem of refactoring. Now, it remains to be seen whether AI can also solve a lot of complex refactoring problems, but I'm assuming that, even if it is, it may still have a point where there are systems which are unmanageable. Second, even if you roll out a lot of products and systems, there is that ennui, there is a tiredness that the end user might have, because he or she cannot accommodate so many changes, and they will plateau in terms of the user experience. So at some point of time, you will have some sort of a plateau, which might happen. Oops, which might happen this way. And then what might happen is that, still again the competition may come in with something else new, and then this will slowly goes away with up and down, but it may not exponentially increase. We're still finding incremental. So what should we as managers do, right? One, or what should you not do, is trying to be an AI software engineer. The one of my friends said that, oh, you know what, AI coding assistant can write code with your prompts. Why can't managers do it? Yes, you can do it, but you're going to compete with people who have got excellent craft in code, and you are not the person who has a craft in code. So you're not the right person to do that. So instead, I will suggest that you adopt a 360-degree view knowledge of GenAI. So which means that you understand, if I have to implement a coding assistant, what are all the different dimensions in terms of which coding tool is good, which assistant tool is good, what are the pitfalls of it, how am I going to solve it, how am I going to train my people, how am I going to measure the productivity, how am I going to measure the quality, how am I going to ensure that the design systems are good. So this is the 360-degree view of a coding system. Similarly, for AI in product thinking, you need frameworks, you need reimagination, you need knowledge to manage it. So that includes both your business and technical knowledge, tools, process, people, and all that. So you are equipped to execute, manage, and reimagine a AI project or a normal project which is using a coding system. So that's the first step that we should know. The second thing is that in your own company, you have to sign up and be the person who is ready to accommodate the AI changes. It may be the coding assistant or the AI in product thinking, and go for the kill. You should not wait for your company to adopt the AI tools and then you be a laggard in taking the last one, because when the tough times comes up, you are not the person whom the company will remember. So you should be the first in the list of the managers who are ready to adopt the AI technologies. Again, I'll recap. We are not seeing an explosive implementations of AI technologies. Today, we are just going incremental, but there will be an inflection point where there will be an explosion of usage of AI tools. And then that will again plateau for various reasons, including the complexity of the code and the tiredness of the end users in receiving changes. And then thereafter, it will go for incremental progress. And you as a project manager, it's very important to have a 360-degree view of the technologies, the people, the process, and the change required, and how you are going to govern the projects. And the last, which we mentioned, is that you should be the first person who should be able to try these AI tools in your projects, because you don't want to be a laggard, and there is a big learning curve involved in becoming a very good AI project manager. It takes a lot of time, maybe a year even. So you don't want to be the last person in doing it. Now, that was a troubling question. Will there be layoffs because of it? Most likely not in the short term, but in the midterm, definitely there are going to be some layoffs. But like any other layoffs, it's going to go ups and downs. There will be a time where there will be layoffs, and again the complexity of systems will increase. You need more people, again you'll get in people, and then you'll alternate between these two. But the difference is that while the earlier set of project management techniques is more deterministic in terms of using the tools, and how you track projects, how you govern it, and how you drive the excellence, the new set of projects will need an entire different set of tools, techniques, peoples, and processes. So my recommendation is that come out of your couch and start learning the GenAI technologies and start signing up of projects in your company, or move to a company which is doing that, so that you are not lost in the race.